Hello, hello. Let's see. Again, doing the usual, waiting that the stream goes online. Mainly because, well, especially now, I saw I have two streams for some reason. Okay, I'm online. And I have sound. Great. Yeah, decided to start streaming immediately the start of the warm-up. And let me add all the remaining apps. This one. Yeah, I'm starting up the source once it boots up. There it is. Is it in the OBS? Yes. So yeah, I saw that I can already join or enter this route. So let's see how it is. I will take the warm-up very easy. Why am I pedaling standing? Shouldn't it be like under 60 RPM? If it's a steep hill, or is it under 70? I'm not sure. I was a bit confused. Oh, it's a tiny kicker right at the beginning. Then it seems to go twice through the metros. Then pretty much straight into the Brooklyn Bridge, starting with the long part. Okay, yeah, so this is overall now the hugely wrong recovery after the bridge is a couple of kilometers, I guess, to the goal, to the finish line. Oh yeah, let's see. Hopla, I see it. Just saw the TV. Why is there two of these? Chase. Is it? Uh-huh. Let me check. Hopla, I have to be careful not to move my. What is up? Okay, let me see what happens as I change this around. I will probably break it briefly. Okay. Yeah, the OBS was for some reason not capturing the source toolbar. You saw my OBS for a second there, but it rather captured this chase group twice. It should be capturing it based on, I think, the window name, because these are just like multiple windows in a way. Yeah, it was weird. So I just reselect. So yeah, about the race. Expected positions very low, according to Zwift Racing. I mean, so far I've been able to beat the expectations. I would think still will be the same, but I have less confidence this week. Overall weekend was quite crappy, and according to Garmin, I'm getting ill. I'm feeling fine, but yeah, my heart rate variance has dropped like by 20 over a really short period. And yeah, my sleeping score is in the single digits, even if I sleep 8 or 10 hours. I'm feeling fine, but yeah, weird. And on weekends I had like just all over muscle and joint pain. But I think for the short race it's not a big thing. Don't feel any kind of lung issues, so the rest don't really matter that much. Can always do 25 to 30 minutes of heavy workout, unless you have fever or cannot breathe. And I should have fixed, actually that's something I'm gonna try. Fixed the fan noises. And it was actually what I assumed, new version of the NVIDIA broadcast. I think it disabled the default, what I had set a long ago. Or I had just forgotten to ever set it on the new computer. But it did not have the background noise cancellation removal, whatever. But I will turn on the fan and I will then briefly check how it sounds on the TV. So let me turn on both. I have two fans. So let me turn on both. So probably fine. I have my volume really high. Turn on both. So probably fine. I have my volume really high. Yeah, good enough. Of course, the challenge is, yeah, if the fans are really loud, then the noise cancellation has trouble separating anymore the speech. Like it will start muddling the speech as well. I remember, especially in the beginning, I had that issue, and probably still would if I hit the fan to maximum. But yeah, it's gonna be still a long warm up, 55 minutes. But yeah, have to talk through the current events in the world, slash cycling world, and there aren't many. I can do a mini review of my pedals. I really liked for commuting these MagPed magnetic pedals. It clips on similarly to the, let's do a F up here. Yeah, not that high. That's all I can do. Yeah, almost clipped out. Notice the left foot. Yeah, cleat come off briefly. I should tighten the pedals a bit. I will try the other spring segments. Want to save something. A bit big here. Yeah, I should loop the chain. Already getting loud. Might save few watts. Since it's not the pedals that detect the resistance, but or the power of the trainer itself. All the inefficiency, I will actually lose it in the game. At least I think so. Also have my beta-alanine and L-carnitine waiting. This time I'll try to have them closer to the race, not 1 hour before. But no coffee. I had plenty during the workday. Probably a liter or two. Coffee is my fuel. But tactics-wise, this race will be very similar to the last one. It's a climb it's gonna be a struggle. If people push much harder, not much I can do. Like if I would actually hit the record 3 minutes there, or 2:45 maybe, I'm not sure how much could I save. Last time was like 3:06 or 3 minutes something seconds. If I can save 10 seconds from it, it might be that I will not recover by the time for the second climb. Even though that's only like 2 minutes with a moderate power. And I will not be able to pull away from people in this climb. So just to figure out at which pace I can stay with the group. And yeah, these escalators, yeah, probably have to take them easier. Not go in too hard. But last time it felt that the first escalator, I went quite light. I think it was in the end like 500 to 600 watts. But it felt like I was dropped, like being left behind. I could push then to catch up, but yeah, hard to say. One second, sprint. Yeah, like won't be doing it. Maybe I'll try the second climb, pushing a bit more power to get a bit of a better warm up. But nothing like 4 or 5 watts. $1,149 is my 1-year PR in this. Yeah, I've been having trouble hitting like over 1,200 lately. Probably a bit of power has been lost with the weight. And also the fact that since I don't race, especially until now, I didn't race for a long, long time. And the regular workouts I have, they don't really have much of a all-in sprint efforts. So I had probably just lost some ability and some power. But yeah, the main thing is if I can still maintain the existing power, if I can increase the longevity of it. Much more useful. If I could keep up 1,000 watts for 30 seconds. I think 800 something has been my max there. Yeah, this shirt is a bit warmer than the base layer. Just trying my jerseys. I guess this shows my last, the solo right here, not the race. Ah, 303. There it actually shows my previous record. And that's from the race for sure. I think the solo was, yeah, almost 6 minutes. I won't go much over 200 watts now. I don't want to spend any serious effort here. By the way. So what kind of time I will I get with such an effort? Not a huge difference. Will be like half a minute or a bit over. But I'm subconsciously accelerating. For a minute? Nah. Hard to gauge how long it is still. Now it's been half a minute and still uphill. Yeah, got the minute difference or even over. Decent. Good. Okay, no effort on next climb. I don't know, my lights on. Just realized. Now we go downhill. Oh, no. Yeah, by the time the race starts, it's going to be quite dark outside already. Sun sets so early. The mouse is annoying me. I can hide it there. Cannot find a comfortable position for my butt. There's a couple of minutes of recovery. 1.5 maybe. I'm just thinking. Yeah, my recovery is not the fastest. But it's not so nice to be like 3 watts per kilo when I'm at this kind of pedaling power. Or 4 watts per kilo, even better. I have to go like 260 or 270 to be at 3 watts per kilo. That's maintainable for a long time, but on this level, it's not enough for any kind of climb. For longer climbs, I have to do at least 4 watts. And these short ones, yeah, 5 to 6. Which is really on the upper limit for me for a short time. But this was much easier, I recall. I think you get close to 50 watts of draft when you're close to the group, and you go fast. Or was it that much? Or I guess already almost 20 here, but it goes so slowly. What I wonder last time, where did I spend my power-ups? Because I think you get another power-up here. That's I should actually also turn on the just work stuff. I wanna check open the chat on the phone just in case if someone is writing anything that I will not see it. And now, how did I find my own ride? I don't remember. Your YouTube relative? What hell do I see mine? Blah. And so try to start a new stream from the phone. Okay, at least here there is no extra power up yet. I'm not sure. Where the hell did I find it? Live. Huh. Just sing the stage 4. I'm being absolutely blind. Nope. Nope. It's really put the chat visible on the screen. At one point I have it, but it's always requires a bit of a setup unless it's improved. I truly have no idea. It's OBS warning about there's the recording symbol, not a warning. It has to be near the studio. I think there was should be the link. I know I can get even with OBS the link to it. Maybe I open it just with browser. I think so. Let's type my channel name. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. So now I have 2 viewers, me and myself, I guess. And where do I find the chat? Ah, there it is. Now I can see. So almost done with the first lap. Maybe I'll join the grid, starting grid, like 10-15 minutes to go. Oh, and I haven't been leveling up any frame for quite a while now. Still the same frame. So yeah, my thought on that there would be an extra power up still is from the Road to A. He did a race as well, and I thought he spent his draft right after the climb, and then he had another draft still. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. But yeah, the ending here, I guess, might be brutal. Because of this climb, at the end, people will hit big watts. And it might escalate then into a kind of sprint finish from 600 meters, which is brutal. I will avoid leading the sprint this time, even though it was a very half-hearted lead, but it's absolutely pointless. So 33 minutes. Oh, and I got to level 73, didn't I realize. Nice, nice. Still 27 levels to do. Yeah, I missed many of these tours when I was still absolutely fully focused just on the training. I still would be, but yeah, my coach recommends not doing the race and then a workout the following day. So I have to do this race hard enough that it counts as one of the VO2 workouts, VO2 max. I mean, overall it is, but the duration is just too short. So yeah, I should try to get an hour of warm up, or to continue maybe afterwards for cool down for another 30 minutes or so. What is actually this route? No. Would be also interesting. Long, kind of an incline. Bit like the rooftop, but not as many climb segments or climb parts. Oh, and I checked the overall GC rankings for the Zwift Unlocked. I'm quite nicely positioned there. Something 200 out of everyone. If I just count Finland, I'm on the second position, or was. I haven't checked for a while. And somewhere in top 20, I think, if I just take the rating score around my score, like 5 to 600. Of course, naturally, everyone who races like in the advanced category, as long as they finish all the races, they would have a better time, since your time is quite heavily dependent on the rest of the group, provided you can keep up. I think one of my rides stages was a bit slow in the end. Like a lot of people had overall faster speed, faster time. But yeah, I don't know how much I could improve from those. If I get dropped on the hill, the time is gonna be horrible. If I can keep up and the pace stays high, maybe I can stay with the group, but I'll be just dead when I get to the finish line. Okay, let's start the second turn as well. Pulls my knees a little bit. It's blowing from back there upwards from my left. Feels nice. I would like to have a second one for the other leg. So yeah, let's at least finish this route. 800 meters. Maybe I will then join the event. Or I'll check what is the next route at least. But yeah, won't be riding it long. Unless it's some 1 or 2 kilometers. I think I will get maybe badges for this? Or do you get badges if you just continue riding without joining the route specifically? I'm not sure actually. Yeah, this route would have also quite a sprinty ending. Full speed here. Bit of a downhill. With pretty high speeds. Then I get under the 33. Yeah. Okay. Let's join the other route. Other race. It shows it's only 600 meters. Times Square circuit. Maybe that will be a crit race, by the way. Yeah. Probably pretty good actually. It's a climb, so not just pure flat. Anyway, let's go up that. Nope. Not sure why that control doesn't capture it. Okay, don't go down. I'll have my enhancements. So that was better. Better Alan immediately because my. And this is L-carnitine, cherry juice. No idea of the effects. Right now it's probably just some energy. I did not have a good lunch. Just before the workout, the warm up, I had one. What would they be called? In Austria, we have these dried sausages, extremely salty but quite small. So good amount of energy. And, yeah, not beef jerky, but similar-ish. I don't want to put them back on the cycling desk in case I poke it and they fall down. Ooh. Let's start. Yeah, my left knee is not overly happy. I'm not totally sure. It's not that bad, but yeah, definitely feeling it a bit. I'll check the Zwift companion in the meanwhile, see who is in. Yes, we have 5 people. Do I see? So, pace group B, 530 racing score. He hasn't raced for a while. Let's see. A Japanese guy. Yeah, 600 almost. Big category. From Zimbabwe. Not South Africa. 640. Yeah, he looks like a thin guy. Will be flying on the hills. A Dutch. Not much info. 515. And a Canadian. 573. I'm happy to be the underdog. I don't lose that much score. Potentially. Well, we have so much time. I'm just checking my own. I'll check the Zwift rating. Yep. See what's my predicted position. When the Zwift racing, 36 people have signed up for this event. It's being very slow right now. Let me change the camera as well. Oh, 52 have joined up. Yes, I'm still expected to be last of the Sapphires. So, 42nd out of 52 so far. But I saw already in the Amethysts, there is 2 guys who have, well, I would say 3 guys who have really few races. 1 guy has a 0. Those are always big surprises. It could be they are doing a return, after a long break, but they would actually be multiple categories higher. That's always possible. Let's see if I still don't think there's anyone signed up whom I'm following. Trying to see from the names. I mean, a couple of names I remember from the other races. They were also there. But I don't notice any YouTubers at least. So, 13 minutes. What the hell? Ah, my own stream is very much delayed. Okay, now it's good enough. I was watching a 2-minute old buffer. For 2 minutes old video. Now it's only off by 2 seconds. Does it look like these source elements are differently positioned than before? I believe them as they are right now, but I will probably have to tinker. Would be so cool if someone would just publish some kind of downloadable pack that places everything nicely. Okay, I'm not sure. Where do I change my what prime, what balance, whatever it was called? As it's set to the default 20 kilojoules. I'm pretty sure I have definitely higher than that since I go always quite deeply negative. Especially the climbs, I think I usually go like between 7 and 14,000 negative. Depends how deep I really dig in. I think last race it was only minus 7,000, if I remember correctly. Well, trainer max difficulty? No. Let's keep it easy mode. No need to change gears. It would be fine if it was enforced. So that everyone must have it. That would be totally fine. But yeah, you are giving up a tiny bit of performance. I think the last race with the trainer difficult at 100 I did was the Zwift Academy last year. The went top climb because that was enforced. Everyone had to have it at 100%. But yeah, on a continuous climb it makes absolutely no difference really. You go up and down a couple of gears at most. But yeah, when you have a lot of undulating roads, yeah, you might have to change it a lot. 10 minutes. I should start counting my energy gel as well. See how plump up it is. That's such a nice one. Tropical tasting. It tastes like some tropic chewing gum to me. They probably use the same sweetener. A lot of work messages. Mm. Nothing I need to answer today. Looked like my bar tape had ripped, but just weird angle of the light shining. I still haven't finalized my bar tape. I have 50-50 original Zwift right wrap and yeah, the Chinese wrap I bought. It looks nice, but it's absolutely horrible for riding on the drops. It has some different, well, just color at the bottom of it, and it's extremely slippery. Without gloves, my hand is like slipping nonstop, especially when the hands get sweaty. The black part of it is, yeah, grippy, but this colored part somehow is really bad. But yeah, the other side, the bar tape is still fine anyway. Okay, let's start the psychological game. What do we write? Uh, full gas, 160 watts. Wait, okay. Oh, there's a couple of people with squirrels in their backpacks. My owls are actually pedaling? I guess. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, this will probably be a last race for a short while at least. I think I will do again workouts after this, at least until the next Zwift, the official races. But I don't know if they now have a break because of the Zwift Racing League. And I don't have a team. I will not be racing in those. I can't recall if these Zwift events are on a break during the racing league. That summer is already 1 minute ahead. Yep. 15 people. Yeah, the grouping is sometimes a bit buggy. Someone with the YouTube tag has joined. $4 minutes for an off. So many gray-haired people. Magdeburg. No idea how to pronounce such name, but on YouTube. Now need a toilet. About 30 minutes. Can survive. I feel like this race is now overall. Yeah, towards the end of the series, the 5:10 time slot has been getting more people than at the very beginning. I think the second race was the first I did at the prime time. The first one I did at like 6:10. That's usually easier. I can prepare a bit after work. Wrong race. The butterflies are starting to fly. Cool mountain silhouette at the bottom of the screen. All these name tags make this jagged. Mountain range. 1.5 minutes. So general tactics, absolutely the same as before. So staying deep in the pack, definitely not going ahead until I just roll ahead in the downhill. Still trying to learn to save as much energy as I can. Let's see how long the neutral part is. I mean, it's nothing but neutral as an actual race, but last time it was, yeah, we rode already a good minute, I think, before we passed the start line with quite decently high pace. Oh, someone joining last second. Okay, now it might be same as the route I really did. Because there's the climb immediately. The tiny kicker. Okay, no one's hitting it hard. But I'll burn my draft here as well. Think I'm pushing too hard. Can you stop? A little bit. A couple of people were left behind. But probably such people are they're in just to do the route. Or maybe some are tanking their score. But I would never want to do that. I'm always in for the race. Whether I'm fighting for the win or not. Of course, it sucks if you're just kicked out of the pack early and you're pedaling alone. Open a little bit. Show some cleavage. This is insulating quite well, actually. Probably a mistake to wear it. We That's a nice draft. 700 watts. It really pushes me to the front without any effort. But there's also at least one 100-kilo guy with pretty good power. But I can't recall his name, so maybe he was in front as well. So will people do the sprint segments? Oh, they're not advertised right now. I think. Or? I know, now it shows here. But that would be interesting. Like they could make a points race. Points for the sprints. Points for the climbs. So now, let's see what I have to do. I don't want to push too hard, but I have to push a bit for sure. No reason to have a draft here. It goes to 0 practically. But now maybe. Because people continue that usually. It still kind of splits the pack. That's quite a small difference. But like 30 watts with the draft boost at this speed. So for the pace, it's still totally fine. Well, the scary part starts. And 4 kilometers. 3. I'll give us a lot of power ups here. I will probably save it again for the just after climb. The escalator climb. Because, or, yeah. I'll just burn it. I don't know when we get the new one. That doesn't really make a big difference if you just pedal like this. Probably downhill would have been better. Would allow me to roll a bit longer with even less effort. Yeah, let me see. Now it's a 10-second power segment, I guess. Ugh. We'll need a good headband for the sweat. I want flimsy one, but it doesn't manage to catch my sweat. And no idea where I will throw this. I guess right after the tiny climb. Yeah, it will be brutal. The climb without the feather or maybe even draft. Now just need to keep up until the hill. Oh, front is going hard. Let's bend a little. Okay. Not much time to recover. Like the segment started already. That's outstanding. I'm gonna spot it. There you are. Felt like it. But it now. 250. Pending. That's it. Feel so happy to catch up. Now recovery. Like, most people stay together. The guy in the front is drunk. Who is it? See King. This is such a short recovery. Brutal. Good. What did I get? No, I already had to save it. Here I know nothing anymore. That you are unreachable. I had been putting power. Yeah, it's a long downhill. Plenty of time to catch up. Sweaty. I could catch up now, I think, but I don't want to waste it. I need to still recover. And no one wants to risk it here. Well, we still have the big blob effect downhill. Maybe. If they don't get too far. But now they're quite far. Yeah, no one's going. Oh, someone went solo. I just with a group. Oh, he might manage. Yeah. Too early. No idea. What position? Go, keep on. Yeah, I was expecting the final kicker makes the pace in the end quite rough. Even if I tried to save some energy, it was too high. I had to then push. Yeah, when I'm so tired, it's so hard to know when I can really go all in. If I started too early, I dropped to like 3 or 200 watts by the end. That's good. 24 something, yeah. Okay, let's stop it here. I will just a bit of the stats. Oh, 5 minutes is close. And the only reason it's so low is because it's part of the first climb. and then resting until the second climb. If the pace in between is a bit harder, I think I could keep up still, and probably get a new 5-minute record. That 5-minute record is very old, so yeah. So, and grace, critical power. 1 second, I will hide this and this. Right. Let's see. Critical power. Yeah. Here a lot of things were PB. Yeah, everything there. Thought 6 minutes. A lot of personal bests. Yeah, the pace was not bad for sure. But yeah, sprint. Yeah. That ride just puts my legs out. It's really hard. So what videos or pictures are added? Well, okay, the finish time is irrelevant. It doesn't show it. That might be the final sprint. However, I add it. Got to ignore something else, like this one. No idea how this works. I never changed. Is that why? Not sure what that did. Because B just goes back. Oh well. I don't really care about the pictures. Just nice to see in Strava and I think I had actually another video, right? That probably. Yeah, that's the one in the middle. The final should be a sprint. Yeah, this is a sprint. Yeah, that's it. That's the hard to say. I want to see if I can get the. If I can actually hit. Anyway, I don't care. I don't know what I did now. Let's save. Not uploaded. Not uploaded. I beat the odds for sure. No idea what was my max heart rate at the end, but it was definitely reasonably hard. Yeah. Training Peaks put my threshold up by 1 watt again. 303. Racing score went up by 524 first, I think. So 529. But yeah. Until next time. Probably won't be next week, since like I said, I will probably wait for the next series. Unless I truly feel like improving one of the times, but I think only day I could race is Monday or Tuesday, possibly. So yeah, no, not Tuesday. I'm working at the office and it's gonna be a pain. Usually I barely feel like doing my workout on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so yeah. Will be hard to push myself to race after a full day at the office. Alright. Joe. There is... and